Welcome to the Make and Design podcast. I'm Carina Gardner, and today I want to talk about feeling invisible because it is something that I am seeing a lot of. I talked about this on my Design Your Life podcast, but I decided I needed to chat about it a little bit here. If you're feeling invisible and you're making designs right now, then this has everything to do with your marketing. Now, marketing is something that is such a pain in the butt that we created an entire program called Marketing for Creatives around it. In our design suite programs and in our university programs, we do teach marketing. There's quite a bit of it in there. But a lot of times we need a dedicated source to help us continue to market. Okay. Now, marketing really is, and I'm going to talk to you about it, it is two layers. Okay. Well, three layers, but let's talk about it in at least the first two. So the first layer is whatever is free. So what I like to call this is organic content marketing. This is all the free stuff that you can do out there. This is the stuff that drives us all crazy. Posting daily on Instagram, posting on the weekly on YouTube. What are some other things we can do? Those that like Snapchat or TikTok or Pinterest, doing those things. Okay, these are all what I call free content things. But ironically, it's really not very free, right? It's free financially. It takes up a lot of time. So it's a time suck, right? And it also requires you to be very systematic so that you're continually putting stuff up. But part of the reason you're probably feeling invisible is no one can find your designs, right? And if they're not finding your designs, it's because you're not doing these free things to help people to get to know you. I love buying from other people. It's one of my favorite things. If I have a friend who has something really fabulous, they make something really amazing, I love buying from that person. That's a much more meaningful experience for me than buying from corporate or buying, from someone I'm not sure what their product is going to be any good. And so most of us like to buy from other people and we want to feel safe in doing so. So a lot of us, shop at Amazon. Why? Because we know we can return things, right, that we don't like. So it's this feeling of security that whatever we're buying will be good. Or if it's not good, I can return it and I can figure it out. If you're feeling invisible, it's because people literally can't find you because you have not put enough out there in order for them to find you. And that first layer, unfortunately, for most of us in design, is some kind of free organic content setup. Okay, that's really tough because most of us don't want to spend time doing that. We want to spend time designing. Here's the good news for most of us. If we're really good at designing, if we're really great at creating products, this content piece actually shouldn't be that hard. It's just building a system into actually getting it done. So a good example of this is, for many years, I would design stuff for my silhouette store and we would just post the picture of it on the Instagram feed. Okay. So relatively simple and straightforward. That's how most of us have to get started to get going with whatever we're doing. Okay. Okay, so that's first layer is free organic content. Sounds easier than it actually is because most of us want to quit along the way. Okay, but that's going to help us so that more people can find us. Okay. The second level to this is called launching. Now, I talk about launching in our marketing for creatives, and really it only works if you have done this first layer of content, okay? Launching can look a lot of different ways. Launching is we're getting people to come look at a certain product or a certain bundle, and we're doing it in a way so that people are really engaged with this. One way that we recently did this is we did this through our summer holiday craft along that we did in July. So what we did is I went on live for 3 days straight in the evening. I had Asia join me, I had Julie join me for a day, and I had Sarah join me for a day. And what we did was we went on and we talked and we entertained, right? We had a good time showing you guys we baked, Asia's Aunt Cindy's cookies. We made some things. We showed you how we gift boxed them. And the whole point was to have fun. At the same time, we were telling you about some of the things that were coming up. That is a very simple, very non-dramatic way to live launch, okay? And so that is a really, really easy way to kind of get started. And it's a free way, right? Other ways you can live launch is you can hold a workshop or you can hold an event. Those are live launching methods, okay? So usually I really struggled to do live launching when I wasn't really consistent on social media, because people want to trust, if they come to this thing that I'm going to do, that you're a real person. So that's why the layer one is that content, free, engaging, organic content. And then the second layer is the live launching. Now, I did mention that there is actually a third layer, okay? Now, this third layer is a little bit invisible in and of itself, and that is systems to make this all work, okay? And we talk about systems in the Marketing for Creatives place in our workshops as well. It's a membership, just to make it clear. So what we do is you have to build systems for it. So that would be what we call like rhythm calendars. It's any kind of like something that is laid out for you, and you do it a certain time every month or a certain part of the day, or any of those things. It's like that planning system so that you get ahead, so that you're not behind, and so that you continue to do it. So that's kind of the third layer for launching and free content that's going to get you there. Now, the other reason you might be feeling invisible is because you are maybe putting stuff on social media, and maybe you're putting products up, but no one is finding you, okay? So maybe you're like, Carina, I'm doing these things. I am posting on Instagram, I am putting up products, and no one can find me, okay? I'm going to tell you that your problem is with what you're posting and how you're posting it, okay? So the number one thing for your products, if your products are invisible, is I suspect your preview needs work, or number two, your SEO needs work, okay? Those are things that we work with our Design Suite members on to make sure that their stuff is no longer invisible, okay? So those are two things. If people aren't finding you on social media, then your content is not engaging enough, okay? So that's the next thing. So it's like, okay, first we put in the system of actually making products, actually posting, and then the second one is, how do we make it a little bit better every day or every time we're working on it so that it works for us? That's what we want. We want it to work for us. And so because of that, listen, you might be like, I'm still invisible. Guess what? If you do a little bit better every single month, then you're not invisible. You're slowly and consistently working on it to become better. And that is the way to do it, guys. I am telling you that you are going to be invisible for a little while, but slowly and surely you are going to get some wins on this if you are doing it right, okay? And I cannot tell you enough, part of the reason we have the programs we have is because people tend to not do it right by themselves, like that they need some help and they need some hand holding to get to that next level. So if you're like, okay, how do I get to that next level? First of all, just do the things I've told you in this podcast episode. Short, quick, easy. These are the things that will guide you to get there. If you wish that you had a little bit more in depth, or you had a little more hand holding, there are two things you can do. One, you can come join us in a design boot camp. We'd love having you at one, designsuitecourses.com/design bootcamp. Two, you can come join us for a 3-day MCM Marketing for Creatives challenge. These are $3, you guys. Like, we've made them so cheap. And they are a challenge, as in we do stuff every single day for those 3 days in order to get better at our marketing. And so if you want to come do that, go check it. It's at designsuitecourses.com/MCM, and you can find out a little bit more about when our next challenge is going to be, and come join us for that, okay? Lots of good things here, you guys. Lots of things that you can do to get to the next level. I literally just told you those 3 areas. Those are what we teach, right? Those are the things that we're teaching. So literally you can get started today, and then it just takes time. And a lot of people think they can, jump over everything. And I'm telling you right now, some of it just surely takes time. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. I think I heard Mr. Beast say once, just make your first 100 videos because they're all going to suck. That's kind of the way things go. You've got to just make until you get better and you become an expert at this.
Want to hang out more? Go to designsuitecourses.com/free to get our weekly freebies and patterns, die cut files, and more. Can't wait to see you there.